West side.
Welcome inside Chippewa Valley High School for this MAC Blue contest, girls varsity volleyball between the St. Clair Saints and our Chippewa Valley Big Reds. Chippewa Valley comes in with a record of 8-4, 1-2 in MAC Blue play. The Saints have struggled in the early going to the tune of 1-6, 0-3 in league play. Set for 5 sets here tonight. Rally scoring, best of 5 up to 25. Must win by 2. Chippewa Valley clad in their special cancer awareness purple jerseys here tonight. The St. Clair Saints will be in their road black jerseys. Our liberos for tonight. First for the St. Clair Saints under the guidance of head coach Michelle Eckett will be number 9, Rochelle Schweihofer. Countering her as the libero here tonight will be number 9, Brianna Genord, one of the co-captains for head coach Chris Hull, who's in his 5th season as head coach of Chippewa Valley. Nearly set to go.
Saints beginning to serve.
It will be the St. Clair Saints with the opening serve of this first set. And apparently our game ball did not have enough air in it. So our down ref will pump it up just a bit before we can get started here tonight. It'll be Addison Blank, the senior, to serve for St. Clair. Here's we're ready to go. Ball in hand. And away we go. It's a long serve, received there by Genord. Powered through and over the back line by Bile. First point of the night belongs to the St. Clair Saints. A little bit of an error there by Chippewa Valley. Gives St. Clair the early lead. Genord once again will receive. Doherty sets, outside blast comes in the form of Reagan Leslie. Knotted up at 1 apiece. Leslie earns the serve here after the side out. Big kill there by Leslie. Chippewa Valley riding a little bit of momentum into play here tonight after a 4-1 record in the most recent Richmond tournament played over the weekend. Doherty watches that one slide past the sideline and out of bounds. So Chippewa Valley with an early 2-1 lead. A little bit of an up and down start. Chippewa Valley got off to a 3-0 start before trading losses and wins. Dropped the game to Richmond, picked up a victory over Port Huron Northern before going on the road and suffering a 3-2 loss to Lakeview. Then really came back strong, as I mentioned, in that Richmond tournament, winning 4 of their 5 up there. And really the story was Megan Pickett. She had 52 digs. And Sophia Bile with 14 kills. Genord sets it, outside hit into the net. Emma Dunn, the senior, couldn't get much on it. 2-2, check that, 3-2 our score. St. Clair out in front. Cecilia Jovanovic. Genord receives it in the back line. Set to the outside, fired away. Big swing there by Caitlin Reed on the outside. Go over the middle this time for Doherty, back outside. Dunn on this near side. Reed on the far side. Doherty's gonna go far side for Reed. Just kind of shoved it across. Long set shot by Fuller. Doherty comes to the near side now, all the way to the back row. Received there by Rochelle Schweihofer. Sent across by the Saints, received well. A little short shot attempt there by Doherty, and it works out to perfection. She tried to catch the Saints napping, and she did just that. First sub of the game, Cameron McDonald comes in. Replaces Sophia Bile. Doherty, tough shot at the net. Saints recover. shove it across. Doherty again. She's really turned herself into quite the setter. A little bit of a position change from last year. Doherty, co-captains along with Brianna Genord. Savannah Phillips with the serve now for the Saints. They lead it 4-3. Powers it to the back line. Doherty short. Free ball for the Big Reds. Instead, it's sent right over by Cameron McDonald, who gets the kill.
That serve for Big Reds is Caitlin Reed.
Caitlin Reed now, the junior, set to serve for Chippewa Valley. She looks over at her head coach, Chris Hull, gets those instructions on where to send it. She sends it to the back row. Schweihofer there to receive it. Genord with the bump. And the attack comes, and it's a kill for Chippewa Valley along that front row. Good offense for the Big Reds here in the early part of this first set. In terms of kills on the season, Cameron McDonald and Reagan Leslie. Leslie leads the team with 96. Cameron McDonald right behind her with 83. This time they go to the near side. Emma Dunn. She clipped it close to the sideline and gets the point. One, two, three set up here for the Saints to receive. Terrific serve. This will be a free ball here for the Big Reds. Can they take advantage of it? Doherty to the near side. Dunn swings. Goes into the net. Schweihofer a little bit too strong. And Dunn gets the kill. A little bit of a scoring streak for the Big Reds as they racked up some points here. 7-4, they lead it. Slapped across, too strong. Sent over the end line. And the Saints will control, trailing 7-5. Caitlin Reed comes out. Megan Pickett comes in. Chloe Eckets, the freshman setter, will have the serve now. Looks over at her visiting bench. It's a tough one. Absolutely handcuffed Leslie. Nothing she could do with it. And it's an ace for the Saints. Atkins goes short this time. Doherty. And just out. Didn't catch enough of the line. We'll say it's out. So just like that, we're knotted up at 7 apiece. So Atkins has come in and scored 2 straight points off the serve. Doherty, tough play. Free ball here for the Saints. Mid-attack. Doherty again, comes near side. Big swing and a blast there by Dunn. Oh, they're gonna say double hit. They're gonna say that ball rolled across the hand of Dunn. So oftentimes we associate double hits with back-to-back hits, but in this instance, the referee's going to say that ball spun across the hand of Dunn. Any sort of contact that's made twice results in a double hit, and that was the call there against Emma Dunn. So 3 straight points now for the Saints. Doherty goes over on 2. Saints able to recover. Fuller sends it across. Doherty again. This time Dunn will go with a more traditional bump across rather than the attack. McDonald in the middle, goes with the middle attack. Dunn with the set, the bump, and the point for the Big Reds. A little bit of a back and forth to this first set as Emma Dunn, the senior now, will serve. She's going to take that jump approach to her serve. Received there by Jovanovic. Doherty with the pass. Coming up from her libero position to make the play, Schweihofer. Sent to the near side, not much on that attack. And then tipped and touched by Hasty into the net. Point to the Big Reds. Maren Hasty, not much she could do. It's a Chippewa Valley team that's not loaded with a ton of seniors, but it's Emma Dunn, the senior, with the ace. And that results in the ace dance by the Big Reds. There's 5 seniors for head coach Chris Hull this season, but he does return 6 players to this year's lineup. Dunn sends it across and sends it out. Service error for Dunn results in the 9th point for the Saints. They find themselves still trailing 10-9. Caitlin Fuller. High power serve. Chippewa Valley able to send it over. Good heads up play by Genord. And the Big Reds able to come away with the point. Multiple substitutions as the libero Genord comes out, replaced on the floor by Sophia Bile. Big power serve received by Schweihofer. Sent over. Sent to the near side, blocked, but blocked straight into the net. Sophia Bile with the point. Cameron McDonald has 8 aces on the season. Short break for Genord as she comes back on the floor. So the back row will be done. Genord. And Megan Pickett.
Leslie with the big swing.
Give Leslie the point there. Reagan Leslie talked about how good she has been this season. 96 kills. 278 attacks. She's the focal point of the offense for Chippewa Valley. A service error there by Doherty. Doherty, 17 errors now on the season. She has connected on 82% of her serves. So relatively good server is Doherty. Genord receives it along the back end. Doherty, the short set, went far side. Leslie, not much on that swing. Big Reds lead by 2, 13-11. And just out of the reach that time. And Sophia Bile couldn't come up with a play. Olivia Hendershot, the middle hitter, just a sophomore. Chris Hull decides to take a timeout. He's going to want to talk things over as his Big Reds have struggled to pull away here in this first set. You might have noticed something in that Saints setup. Very deliberate in his conversation with his players right now. So Big Reds lead at 13-12. So glad you decided to tune us in tonight here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. I'm Brad Fetters. Our first of 3 Chippewa Valley Big Red volleyball matches on the season. Mentioned Chippewa Valley got off to that hot 3-0 start with wins over Utica, Clawson, and Warnwoods Tower. That Tower game was a MAC Blue contest. They dropped a game to Richmond, picked up a win over Port Huron Northern, and then dropped a very tough 5-set match to Lakeview. Lakeview currently a half game back of Port Huron in the Black Blue standings. That was a home contest for Chippewa Valley. So they will try to get some revenge on Lakeview later on this season. That game will take place on October 5th in St. Clair Shores. Dug up Schweihofer. Sent over, touch shot made by Jovanovic. Comes to the near side for Leslie. Set short, into the net, sent long and out. Schweihofer watched it all the way and watched it sail over the end line. Tied up at 13 apiece. Nip and tuck throughout this first set as neither team has been able to pull away. Blank sends it on its way, received by Dunn. Dunn sends it cross court, where Doherty sends it over. Schweihofer with the short set, powered over near the end line. Doherty goes towards her home bench to make the save. Blank sends it cross court, blocked momentarily. Doherty saves it right in front of the scorer's table. Genord sends it over. Good little rally here, and then the error by Hendershot as she sends it into the net. Well-earned point there for the Big Reds. So it'll be Reagan Leslie now to serve. That'll be Leslie's 24th ace of the season. That leads the team. Amadon has 21. And Chippewa Valley has done a terrific job with their serves this year, connecting on 87%. As that one gets tucked in, boy oh boy, just got it in the coffin corner where the sideline and end line meet. Perfectly placed ball for the Saints. Caitlin Fuller comes in, replaces Madison Erickson on the floor for the Saints. Schneider with the serve. Done. Way too strong. And just like that, the Saints have drawn even. And that ball was touched. Jovanovic going down to the floor. Couldn't come up with the save, so the Big Reds once again out in front by one. Cameron McDonald in. Genord will have the serve. Genord 95% on her serves, 17 aces. Far side, Genord muscled across with the fist by Doherty. And a double hit called against the Saints. So a 2-point lead for the Big Reds, 17-15. Genord sends it long, received by Jovanovic. Doherty, short set, but somehow Cameron McDonald was able to make the play. She kind of shoved it across, and now the Saints and Michelle Achatz want a timeout to talk things over. Largest lead of this first set enjoyed right now by the Big Reds. It's 18-15. Saints off to a little bit of a slower start to the season. In fact, they have won only one contest this season. That was against Cardinal Mooney. Since then, they have dropped 12 straight contests. Their most recent loss against Port Huron in 3 straight sets. And Port Huron riding all kinds of momentum in the early play. 16-5-1 off to a perfect 3-0 start in MAC Blue play. We talked about Lakeview at 2-0, Port Huron Northern 2-1, then Chippewa Valley at 1-2, Tower and St. Clair both looking for their first wins in MAC Blue play. Tower 0-2. Of course, the Saints off to that 0-3 start. Jovanovic receives it. Cross-court shot applied by Hendershot. Genord comes up from her back line. She's allowed to do that because she's the libero. And now all of a sudden the Big Reds starting to flex their muscles as they have settled down here in this first set. Genord will give it a spin. Sends it across with that left hand. Sent back, so Jovanovic from the attack line. Doherty. McDonald sends it across. Over the head shot applied by Blank. Big swing and a rejection, but sent out of the bounds. So McDonald gets the point. Lots of mustard applied to that shot. It was sent back across by St. Clair, but they couldn't keep it in bounds. Genord. Tough reception there by Schweihofer. Genord goes down to her knees to play it. And what do we got? What do we got? Double hit, double hit.
For the Saints, Savannah Phillips, who will serve.
Savannah Phillips comes in and immediately will serve. Flat-footed serve. Tough play made by Delaney Doherty. Coming for the middle hit, sent way out of bounds. Big Reds within shouting distance now of taking this first set. 21-16 their lead, 5-point advantage. Caitlin Reed, ace! St. Clair kind of just looked at it. Schweihofer and Jovanovic both there, and they both watched it hit the hardwood. Clean ace for Caitlin Reed. 6-point lead now for the Big Reds. Schweihofer receives it this time. Sent to the middle, sent over by Hasty. Big swing by Dunn. Saved by St. Clair, they send it over. A little bit of a spinner, free ball for the Big Reds. Can they take advantage? Sent to the outside, sent into the net by Fuller, point for the Big Reds. 7-point advantage, 2 points away from a first set victory. Reed with that flat-footed serve, received by Jovanovic. Sent to the outside, some fancy footwork to send it over. And then Genord sent it too far.
And for the Big Reds, Megan Pickett. And for the Saints, Chloe Atkins.
Megan Pickett, the junior, in. Chloe Eckett's the freshman, in for St. Clair. Jump serve, Doherty. McDonald so good in the middle. Cameron McDonald with the kill. As good as advertised. Mention 83 kills on 210 attempts this season. She also has 8 aces on the season. So set point here for the Big Reds. Let's bump the set. The kill, textbook stuff out of the Big Reds as they take set number 1 by the final score of 25-17. We'll take a quick break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. When we come back, the start of set number 2.
Parents, your children's brains are still developing.
The brains of children and teens continue to develop until they are in their mid-20s and can be damaged if they use alcohol, marijuana, vape products, or other drugs.
Damage can include lifelong problems with memory, learning, behavior, and can result in addiction.
Talk early and talk often to your children and teens about these dangers.
This message is from the Chippewa Valley Coalition for Youth and Family.
Two teams have taken the floor nearly set for the second set of tonight's matchup between the St. Clair Saints and the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. I'm Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Big Reds taking the first set 25-17. It was pretty close until Chippewa Valley was able to pull away late in that first set. It'll be Delaney Doherty to start things off here in set number 2. Genord and Emma Dunn will remain along that back line for Chippewa Valley. Caitlin Reed up front, along with Reagan Leslie and Sophia Bile to get things started. And it'll be 4 hits for the Big Reds. Quick substitution. Marin Hasty will replace Chloe Eckett on the floor for the Saints. Addison Blank will serve. A little bit of a curveball off the hand of Blank. Blank with the set, comes near side, tucking it inside the antenna. Chippewa Valley went for the double block and came up empty. So an early 2-0 lead here for the Saints. Blank, the flat-footed line drive serve. Sent to the far side and sent out. Too strong, backline attack that time out of Reagan Leslie. So 3 quick ones for St. Clair. Received by Genord. Shoveled across. Schweihofer. Genord. Big blast, dug up, terrific dig, Schweihofer. Doherty. Overhead shot, sent. Too strong that time by Schneider. Schneider getting a run here at the middle hitter spot for St. Clair. Where's number 4 in black? Blank. Doherty. Block attempt by Hastings, empty. As it's Sophia Bile with the kill. Head coach Chris Hull told us in our preseason preview show that he thought this year's team was extremely athletic, and he thought they also had a lot of depth to this year's roster. He felt if need be, he could make multiple changes to his lineup. If you want to watch that preseason preview show, watch it on our YouTube channel, Chippewa Valley Cable Sports. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You'll get notifications of when all of our sports programming is available to you online on our YouTube channel, including the upcoming Chippewa Valley Dakota football game. That one's always a good rivalry game as they compete for the Superintendent's Trophy. Too strong by Leslie. Service error for Chippewa Valley. Ties up the score at 4 apiece. Senior Johanovic. Doherty tried to send it over on 2. Instead got tangled up in the net. Ivanovic and her teammates get some encouragement from Schweihofer. Doherty, big blast by Bile, money. Genord puts a lot into that flat-footed serve. Free ball for the Big Reds. Doherty sends it to the far side. Dug up by Schweihofer. Tipped, saved, by Dunn. Now free ball for the Saints. Outside antenna attack played by Caitlin Fuller. Little touch shot. Tipped across. And there's the big blast. Schweihofer again with the dig. Come near side this time. Coach Hull thought that was outside the antenna. Not going to get the call. Middle attack. Blocked. Played straight up in the air. This is going to be a tough play for either team. And it'll be a Chippewa Valley point. That ball went straight up. Kind of hung over the net momentarily. Weren't sure where it was going to fall. And it fell on the Saints side. Whoa, boy. That serve absolutely handcuffed Caitlin Fuller. She wasn't sure if she kind of should have set that, bump it, or maybe kind of fist it and ended up falling to the floor, and she couldn't do anything with it. And Genord's serve really kind of changes direction. And another one, this time off the tips of Jovanovic. So back-to-back aces by Brianna Genord. You don't anticipate Genord blasting these serves as strong as she does. Now she's going to get a little bit of a running start. Nope, she's going to serve it flat-footed, just a little bit deeper from that service line. And an error there by Schneider. Tried to finesse it over, instead put it into the net. 9-5 lead for the Big Reds. This kind of has the feel of that ending of the first set. Genord again, this time received by Fuller. Fuller on the blast. Tipped and sent over by Dunn. Point for Dunn, point for the Big Reds as they have doubled up the Saints here 10-5. We'll have a momentary pause here as Addison Blank needs to tie her shoe. She's good to go. Genord just continues to send it. Short serve, kind of an underhand shovel shot, sent out of bounds. Michelle Ackett's realizing things are slipping away from her Saints here. She's forced to call the timeout to kind of settle things down. Big Reds lead it 11-5. It'll be a 60-second time out. Looking across the rest of the MAC, Lance Cruz North and Marysville both off to terrific starts in the MAC Red. They are both off to perfect 4-0 starts. Every other team in the MAC Red, Eisenhower, Romeo, Dakota, and Anchor Bay, all looking up at Lance Cruz North and Marysville as the Eagles, the Bulldogs, the Cougars, and the Tars all sit at 1-3. As for the MAC White, it's Grosse Pointe South off to a perfect 3-0 start. Grosse Pointe North and Fraser 2-1. Ford 1-2, Utica 1-2, and the Stevenson Titans looking for their first win of the year as they sit at 0-11 and 0-3 in MAC White play. We'll get to the rest of the MAC later on in tonight's broadcast. 11-5, Big Reds in front. Genord, this time a little soft serve, high arcing serve. Oh, perfect shot. Absolutely well done there by Fuller. Went cross court with it and was able to tuck it into the sideline. Savannah Phillips Jr. will have the serve here. Her team trailing by 5. Doherty swung on. Fuller saved the line at far side by Reed. And then the Big Reds unable to regroup. St. Clair looking to climb back into the second set. They drop the first. Look out below. Cameron McDonald
Boom. Megan Pickett in for the Big Reds.
Caitlin Reed checks out. Tough play along that far side. Vital Spacher. And a campfire ball. Everybody gather around and look at it. Saints unable to play it. Lead back up to 6 now for Chippewa Valley.
Cecilia Jovanovich in for the Saints.
Sent over on 2. Chippewa Valley able to regroup well. Schweihofer, far side, big swing of the right arm by Fuller. This is going to be a backline attack, kind of forced into it just a bit. Schweihofer bumped across. Set comes to the near side, not much on it. Amadon couldn't get much on it. And St. Clair able to take advantage. Good recognition that time by the Saints.
Now for the Saints, Chloe Atkins.
Received by Genord. Able to muss it over Doherty. Some size in the lineup right now with Olivia Hendershot out there, the sophomore. Trying to counter Cameron McDonald. Genord, McDonald, look out. And they're gonna say that's in. Touch sideline. $14-9 now, Big Reds in front. Oh, what a play by Blank. Overhand shot. Catches line. Point for the Saints.
Madison Erickson in for the Saints. And she will serve.
Man, oh man, McDonald gets the elevation. McDonald actually has a couple fingers taped up. So she's playing perhaps injured, or is that maybe just the way she always plays? Looks like she's got fingers taped up on both hands. Terrific dig by Erickson. She had to go to the hardwood to bring that one up. Schweihofer from her libero position. Doherty with the overhead bump. Free ball for the Saints. Now free ball for the Big Reds. Backline attack. Nope. Gonna get called for a double hit. Doherty with the double hit. McDonald comes out on the rotation. So it's going to be Genord, Dunn, and Pickett in the back row. Doherty, Bile, and Leslie on the front row. Return to sender that time. Riley Schneider with the block. 12th point of the set for the Saints. They trail 15-12. Drop the first set, 25-17. That's going to be a tough play for Chippewa Valley. Free ball coming up for the Saints. No! Chippewa Valley with the cross-court point.
In for the Big Reds, Caitlin Reed.
Caitlin Reed comes in.
Serve is Delaney Doherty.
Gives Chippewa Valley that additional size up front. Doherty will have the serve. And too strong that time by Leslie. She put everything into that attack.
In for the Saints, timeout, Big Reds.
And Big Red's going to try to squash some Saint momentum. And we'll give you the rundown of the MAC red, white, and of course the blue. So let's take a look at the MAC gold. Lance Cruz in front with a 3-0 record. Marine City 2-0. Roseville 1-1. Cousino 1-2. Lakeshore 1-2. And Clawson in last place at 0-3. In the MAC silver right now is Lamphere with a 1-game lead over New Haven. Warrenmont, Sterling Heights both 1-1. Centerline 1-2 with Southlake 0-3. And then the MAC bronze, Hazel Park off to a perfect 3-0 start. East Point 2-1. Fitzgerald and Clintondale both 1-1 with Lincoln and Madison 0-2. Sprawling save attempted by Dunn. Her teammates tried to come to the rescue but couldn't play it. And all of a sudden now the Saints within one, trail 16-15. And Reagan Leslie found no man's land. Put it right where the Saints had vacated. Perfectly placed ball. The Saints going to go with a 2-4 look here to receive the serve. It's short. Schweihofer ready to go down to a knee to play it. And the result is another St. Clair point.
Caitlin Fuller in for the Saints. Back to serve is Cecilia Jovanovic.
So the Saints have done a very nice job of coming back. Jovanovic. Chippewa Valley goes over on 2. Genord digs it up. Doherty have a backline attack. Reagan Leslie. 17 all. So we'll have a race to 8. And a good fake out by Sophia Bile. And then Caitlin Reed from that far side. They both went up looking like they were going to swing. Weren't sure who was going to take it. It was Reed that applied the big attack. And Genord now with the serve. We know how lethal she is in the service department. It'll be a tough play, free ball. Oh no. Big Reds caught flat-footed. That was a big opportunity with Genord serving. And Chippewa Valley just watched it fall to the floor. That's a heartbreaker there. Big high serve applied by Savannah Phillips. Doherty, look out. Cameron McDonald, so lethal. Read out. Pick it in. Pickett with the jump serve. tipped. Doherty. Backline attack, and Pickett sends it into the net. Something's going to have to give. Deadlocked at 19 apiece. Hasty asks out, replaced by Achatz.
She will serve for the Saints.
Low line driver. Short set, McDonald. Too much for Achatz to handle. McDonald has flexed her muscles throughout this match.
Emma Dunn to serve for the Big Reds.
Too strong. Blank. 2-point advantage now for the Big Reds. 4 points away from going up 2-0. Could be a big uphill climb for the Saints if they're unable to come back. Dunn sends it on its way. Received by Schweihofer. Doherty, McDonald. Making it look easy. Doherty, when you're talking about what she's been able to accomplish this season, 54 digs, but to me the most impressive thing, 224 assists, has picked up numerous assists tonight, and now done with the ace. You get the ace dance from the bench. 4-point advantage now for the Big Reds. St. Clair on the verge of going down 2-0. It's going to be a tough play here for the Saints. Fuller into the net. Set point coming up. Dunn with the jump serve. Ace, what a way to end it. Exclamation point there for the Big Reds as they go up 2-0, 25-17, 25-19. A very commanding lead now for Chippewa Valley. Take another break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television.
Parents. Many teens mistakenly believe that the THC in marijuana is a safe drug.
They don't know today's marijuana is a highly potent drug and that using it can result in
harm to the developing brain, learning problems, anxiety and depression, and can lead to addiction.
Talk with your child or teen about the dangers of marijuana use. If you don't talk with them, who will?
Coming out of the intermission break, Chippewa Valley out to a 2-0 lead, winning the first 25-17, second 25-19. Saints are going to have to find something here in this all-important third set. They'll have the first serve. It'll be Addison Blank, the senior. Blank gives it a couple slaps, looks over at her bench for instructions on where to send it. See by Genord. Doherty. There's that offense, Sophia Bile. They're going to give her, whoa, they say 4 hits. Four hits called against the Big Reds. Far side that time to Leslie. Send it out. So it's kind of follow the script. St. Clair's got some early leads. They've kept it close throughout both sets, but haven't been able to finish, and now we get a block. Nope, I'm going to say Chippewa Valley. Sent out.
Rashay Scott in for the Big Reds.
Rashay Scott going to get her first action in tonight's match. Scott, a junior. Schweihofer receives. Genord. Doherty. Swung on. Schweihofer again along that back row. Scott really rotated now all the way to the near side. Doherty from the back row. Genord over to Scott. Scott able to tuck that inside the antenna. Nice little rally here. Scott again from the near side. Swung on, blasted. Genord up to Doherty. Scott. Scott has come in and been active. Send it over. Carry. Double hit. Yeah, that was easy to diagnose there. Middle hit. Oh boy. Little change of pace. I don't think Schneider wanted to do that, but the ball kind of spun off of her fingertips, changed direction, and it was just too hard to handle for Chippewa Valley. 3-2 lead for St. Clair, make it 4-2 after the ace. Genord went to the floor and couldn't come up with it. Received this time by Leslie. Leslie's gonna send it over from the back row. Coming up blank to play it. Slapped across. Leslie again, up to Doherty. Scott. Scott with the point. Scott on the season, 24 kills. Has an assist and 14 digs on the season. It'll be Sophia Bile to send it on its way. Bile has an ace on the season to go along with 41 kills. Leslie up to Doherty. Tough little play, but made there by McDonald. McDonald's gonna try for the block. Send it over that first line of the defense. Now McDonald shoves it across, set too far, and out. 4-4 our score, third set. Too strong that time by Bile. Marin Hasty checks in, as will Savannah Phillips. Savannah Phillips, a late sub, and she will get the serve. Doherty over to Scott. And line violation, net violation called. Caitlin Fuller's forward momentum took her into the net that time. Good communication. Jovanovic jousting at the net. Scott into the net. Ava Toomey sitting tonight's game out with a leg injury. It'll be Scott. Hackett's received by Genord, Doherty. And McDonald hasn't made many mistakes tonight. 3-point lead for the Saints. 8-5 our score. Hackett's again, short serve. Coming up to play it, Megan Pickett. Dug up by Leslie, sent over by Doherty on two rather. Blank sprawled out to make the save. Scott bumps it up. Sent over by Doherty. Saints with the free ball. They'll go to the outside for Fuller. Now a double block, Doherty and McDonald there. Just 24 blocks on the season coming into play tonight for Chippewa Valley. It's not really the name of their game. Much more of an offensive-led squad. It'll be Emma Dunn to serve. Dunn and Janor, those are the two servers. And a little bit of a there's a touch to tape, taking advantage of it. McDonald had that ball absolutely teed up for her. Coming in near side. And that went to the outside of the near side antenna. So point for Chippewa Valley. 8-8. Crazy Eight's our score here in this third set. McDonald didn't even allow her teammates to play it. She just sent it over, and now is going to get the opportunity for the kill. Dunn up to Doherty. They're going to come near side. You can hear that slap by Leslie. Double hit. Double hit the call against St. Clair. McDonald, oh boy. The cannon blast. This is right around the time that the Big Reds go on their charge. And of course, Emma Dunn with the serve. Rochelle Schweihofer. Pushed across at time by St. Clair. Leslie McDonald. This time it'll be McDonald with the soft finesse shot, and there's the power game. McDonald saying she can do everything right now. Coach Ackett's allowing this one to play out. Free ball for the Big Reds. Leslie out. And she's asking them, pleading with the officials that that ball was tipped. It kind of changed direction. It's a strange change in direction, but none of the officials saying that ball was touched. Fuller. McDonald. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but she went up like she was absolutely going to bomb it home, and instead went with the touch shot instead. And finally, St. Clair will take a timeout as they trail in this third set by the score of 12-9. The love of the game draws us to sports as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played. Feel the thrill, putting on the uniform, stepping onto the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Upcoming schedule for the Big Reds. Armada is part of the Chippewa Valley tournament. And then league contests, both on the road against Port Huron Northern and Warren Woods Tower. Before that aforementioned road contest against Lakeview. So 3 straight on the road after the tournament. We will have their home contest against Port Huron and Port Huron Northern in mid and late October. So our next 2 broadcasts against both Port Huron schools coming up right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. A reminder to hit the subscribe button. Get email notification of when all of our programming is available to you right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Sports. Reagan Leslie with the point for point advantage now for the Big Reds. 13-9 our score. They won the first set 25-17. Took the second set by the final of 25-19. Looking for the 3-set sweep of the St. Clair Saints. Oh, well-placed ball. Addison Blank. She's been good tonight, the senior setter. Mentioned this is a cancer awareness week at Chippewa Valley. Purple uniforms. Football team will wear them against their arch rivals, the Dakota Cougars, on Friday night as well. Service error by Rochelle Schweihofer.
Caitlin Reed in for the Big Reds. Back to serve is Delaney Doherty.
Reed, Bile, and Leslie up front for Chippewa Valley. Dunn, Doherty, and Genord in the back row. Doherty went down to get it, sent it over the net. Outside attack, Doherty goes down to the floor to make the sprawling save. Leslie sends it over, received by Schweihofer. Genord to Doherty, to Leslie, goes cross court. Schweihofer kept it alive. Tremendous play by her. Nice rally again by both teams. Up on top of the tape, and finally over to the Saints. I don't know if you saw it, folks, but do yourselves a favor. Get on Google and search Kentucky, Nebraska volleyball rally. It happened last week in the contest between those 2 teams. The rally went for 72 straight seconds as the teams went back and forth. One of the longest rallies I have ever seen. Really fun stuff in that matchup between the Cornhuskers and the Wildcats. Haven't had any rallies quite that long here tonight. It's been entertaining volleyball, to say the least, from the Valley. So glad you decided to tune us in. Big Reds out in front, commanding lead here, 2-0, looking to put the finishing touches on it. And it's Caitlin Reed. Went up strong with 2 hands, pushed it across. Tough play, good adjustment by Schneider. Doherty set it. And it's Caitlin Reed with the point. This one is in danger of slipping away from the Saints. It's kind of played out the same way the first 2 sets have gone. St. Clair able to hang around momentarily before the Big Reds are able to put them away. Leslie to the back row. Jovanovic will send it over one-handed. Doherty sends it right back across. Sent over by Schneider. Doherty sets it. No, she's going to send it over. Schweihofer adjusts. Terrific cross-court shot by Jovanovic. Played there by Scott. And then the big swing and a point by Jovanovic. A little bit of momentum and energy now for the Saints. Morgan Beidelspacher into the contest. Beidelspacher will get the serve.
That serve is Morgan Beidelspacher.
Gives it a couple slaps before sending it over. Scott receives it up to Doherty. And an error there by Bile. Scott, Doherty, Reed, Schweihofer digs. Fuller, dug up there by Leslie. Doherty sends it over. Doherty makes the save. Scott, sent over by Bile. Blank, over to Fuller. Whistle blows, point to the Big Reds, double touch.
And for Big Reds,
Cameron McDonald comes in to supply a little bit of firepower up front. Raina Janor takes a seat. Calling for it, Leslie over to Scott. Sent straight up into the air. Schweihofer, tough play. Free ball for the Big Reds. McDonald a little over anxious there perhaps.
We have a Janor back in for the Big Reds. Savannah Phillips and Lynn Hixley in for the Saints. Savannah Phillips to serve.
Phillips deep to Genord. Doherty, short set. And too much by McDonald. Saints inching closer. Savannah Phillips, 18-15. Doherty. Over to Scott. Scott pushes it in deep. Phillips, dug up by Leslie. Reed across. Beidelspacher, and then sent into the net by Hasty.
Rochelle Schweihofer in for the Saints. Megan Pickett in for the Big Reds. She goes back to serve.
It's gonna be a back row hit by Pickett. Fuller on the attack. It's gonna be a tough play. Sent over on two, free ball for St. Clair. Sent to the outside for Fuller, in. Line judge set in. Kill for Fuller. Saints within two. Just kind of hanging around. Nice touch shot by McDonald. Fuller, double block. McDonald, nothing Beidelspacher could do there.
Emma Dunn in for the Big Reds.
So Dunn comes in, service specialist for head coach Chris Hull. Big Reds within 5 of closing this match out. Blank. Double hit the call. Yes, substitution, Jovanovic in. Beidelspacher out. Fuller out. Madison Erickson in for St. Clair. And it'll be Madison Erickson, the senior, to serve. 5'1" defensive specialist. Just bumped over by Leslie. Genord up to Doherty, back to Genord, and too much. 20-19. So St. Clair has mounted quite the rally here as they attempt to come back in this third set. Crowd starting to make some noise. They get the sense things have kind of flipped here. Doherty to McDonald. Yeah, McDonald's gonna put an end to that real quick if you give her the opportunity. Now once again, the rotation comes on Genord. This is the big red you want with the ball in her hand. Dunn up to Doherty. Doherty along the front line. Yes, sir, it's in. Sophia Bile with the point. And now all of a sudden the Big Reds are smelling a win here. 3 points away from match victory. And an ace by Genord. Textbook stuff, exactly how you draw it up. Within 2 now. Genord looks over at the student section. Big smile on her face. Libero has been good tonight. There's a reason why she is a co-captain along with Delaney Doherty. Low line driving serve, received by Erickson. Jovanovic. Leslie, make that Bile. Genord up to Doherty. Doherty sends it over on 2. Ackett's to the outside. Jovanovic, Genord. Doherty goes over on 2 again. Absolutely caught Jovanovic off guard. And here we go, match point coming up. Quite the run off the Genord serve, received by Erickson. Blank, free ball for the Big Reds. Leslie, Schweihoffer with the save. Erickson, that'll do it. Big Reds, straight set victors here tonight by the final score. 25-17, 25-19, 25-19. Big Reds improve to 9-4 on the season, 2-2 in the MAC Blue. St. Clair falls to 0-4 in league play. Reminder that your Big Reds will be in action in October right here on Chippewa Valley Cable against Port Huron on October 11th and against Port Huron Northern on October 24th. Your next opportunity to see the Big Red volleyball team in action right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. For our hardworking crew, I'm Brad Fetter saying goodnight one final time from the Valley. Once again, straight set victors, the Big Reds. Final score 25-17, 25-19, 25-19 over the St. Clair Saints. Hope you enjoyed our volleyball coverage. We'll see you next time right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television.